Hi everyone, and welcome to another energy reading, this time for the full moon in Gemini happening on December 7th. I have pre-selected some oracle cards to start the reading, and we'll take it from there. So we got connection, we got feeling the world, beyond the ordinary, and make a vision board. All right, so this full moon, it's going to be all about connection, as you know, as obvious as that seems right now with the connection card. But it's not only about connection like it's depicted here, romantic connection, which could totally be. Gemini is a sign of duality. It's ruled by the Lover's card in the tarot. So, and it's a very flirtatious, very playful. So it could most definitely be a connection that is related to romance, but this is also about your personal connection. And I guess this is where this is a collective energy reading, so this could mean different things for different people. So this definitely could be a romantic connection, but it could also mean a connection to the world in general, a connection to your world. How are you showing up in the world? What are you bringing to the table? You know, how are you creating something that makes you feel connected with yourself, with your true calling, but also the world, right? Because our callings, as personal as they are, they usually involve something that we bring into the world for others to experience, for others to enjoy. And there is this energy here with beyond the ordinary that is just asking you to think bigger. And Gemini actually is a sign of travel, as Sagittarius is. Maybe it's a more inner world, so definitely look at the connection within yourself, the connection to your significant other, your connection to your closest friends, your connection to your family, your connection to your community, and how can you expand, elevate, more than expand, elevate the vibrations of those connections. And again, connection to yourself in the physical, it's also could be in connection to your connection to your higher self. So there's different angles here. And this is all like, when I see that it's leading towards make a vision board, I feel that for most of you, this connection is about your connection to yourself, as well as your higher self. Like, so this is like all encompassing, more of that whole energy of like your light and your shadow, your energy as a human on this planet, but also as a soul who's here to bring something beautiful for you to enjoy and for others to enjoy, and how to make it happen. And I think that for some reason this came through, like, don't get overwhelmed in thinking that you have to show up so big and so wonderful for others. As long as you're connected to your heart, connected to the feeling, you'll just be able to see beyond the ordinary and align yourself with the life that you want to live, with the things you want to learn, to the things you want to experience, with the things you want to do, to the people and places that you want to be in connection with because they elevate your vibration. So I feel like these things are coming into the light because this is a full moon, and full moons are all about completion, are all about illumination. We got here the world, like the circle. So this is something that is coming up. That connection to your heart is a connection to your heart, and through your feelings that will guide you into finding the light of what you need to do, what you need to offer to the world. See, this is you offering, holding the world, offering that light of yours to the world because you found connection to your heart, because your heart has the answers. As mental as Gemini energy is, because it's all about, learning and asking questions and figuring things out and being curious and being playful, and exploring a little bit as best as they can. It's also very, it's in connection to that childlike energy, because you want to see Gemini as a child that is growing up and is learning its environment by asking questions, by touching, by going for it, by being playful and happy and just finding things out. And that's very, very connected to the heart energy. And again, Gemini, it's the lovers in the tarot. So it's all about, connection to your heart, connection to love, connection to inspiration, connection to the muse. And that connection to your heart will bring light into how you want to feel in this world, how you want the world to feel because of your presence in this world. And it's just as simple as visualizing your best life. You just have to visualize your best life and set intentions to go for it. And go for it from your heart. Don't do things because you feel you have to. Don't do things because this is what I'm supposed to do next, because I did this and now I do this to get this other thing. Like, there's more than one path. Make your own path. Like, don't pigeonhole yourself because I am this age now. I can't do this, or I should be doing this, or I have to push myself to do that. It's not about that. You are a human being and when you strip away your age and anything else, like your culture, your whatever you learned, which is great. Those things make you, those things taught you so many things. But when you go back to your core, when you go back to your heart, there's only the feeling of wanting to feel alive and in love with your life and the world. And that's the energy that we're tapping into. Something is going to get illuminated during this full moon in Gemini that will connect you more to your heart and will help you move forward in that direction. Don't overthink things. Feel them. Feel the connection to your heart. Close your eyes and connect to your heart and allow the heart to connect to the crown chakra and to the rest of the cosmos, and see what things come to you that you might have never thought of, because for some reason you were limiting yourself to these possibilities here when you had all of these possibilities. Okay? And I do invite you to create a vision board. I mean, it is December. So it is a great time to start creating a vision board for the upcoming year. And actually, I asked the cards, what is a good self-care ritual that we could collectively do? Not precisely on the full moon day, but if you want to do that as your full moon ritual, go ahead. Like, that's why the self-care card is here. But it was also extended into like throughout the 2 weeks leading to the new moon in Capricorn. And new moon in Capricorn is that energy of new beginnings, a new beginning attached to 2023. So it's also a great, like, this couple of weeks leading to that new moon, great time to work on your vision board and allow yourself what you're thinking. I want you to ask yourself, how do I want to feel before you start like writing your intentions that you're going to put in this vision board and that you're going to visualize. And as you find things, I want you to stay open-minded, and wherever you look, if you're looking for pictures in a magazine, if you're looking for pictures online to print out, like, I want you to stay open-minded. And whenever things pop up that you're like, oh my God, I would love to try that. I would love to do that. I would love to have that. I would love to experience that. Cut it out, print it out. That's your heart talking to you. That's your energy talking to you. Allow it to guide you and put those things there. Remember, beyond the ordinary. Like, where can your mind and your life go that aligns with how you want to feel? Allow the universe to guide you through that. Okay, on that note, I think that's what I got with the oracle cards. Let's do some tarot cards. And I thought I had like more space in the video, but now I see I don't. So let's put it all here. All right. What do we need to know? It is full moon in Gemini. Talk to us more about following our hearts, visualizing our best life yet. What's going to come into illumination that can help us? Thank you so much. What was I saying? I was saying that the card in the tarot for Gemini is the Lovers. And here we come, center stage. Okay, wow. So right off the bat, that Gemini energy, that connection energy, again, connection to your heart, wherever your heart is, and wherever this lands for you. Because again, this could be a connection with a loved one in general, romantic, friendship, family, or this could be a connection to your heart in general, connecting you to your best life and how you want to show up in this world, how you want to live your life, what you want to bring into the table of the collective, as in like what you do and how you do it. And there's gonna be this rebalancing, which I've been picking that energy up. It's like there's a rebalancing happening that is bringing that connection to a more strong foundation, but also more in balance. So And this is about polarities, right? This is about feminine, masculine. This is about action and rest. This is about the mind and the heart. You know, yin and yang, black and white, day and night, day and night. So that parallel, that infinity sign. And that's what's being rebalanced. You see, she has the moon and the sun, the day and the night, the light and the shadow, your intuition, your emotions, and your mind. For some reason this came through. If for whoever this applies to, if you've been living very much attached to your brain and your thoughts, but there's a word I wanted to use and I just kept hearing conscious. Not conscious mind, your like very pragmatic, very factual, like very much like things have to be this way because that's the order. Very rigid type of like, this is what's next. And most definitely, if you have felt some sort of tension because of that, you need to release that, because what's being rebalanced is the fact that the same way that we have a brain to think, to plan, to plan our actions, we have hearts and we have emotions and we have a vibration and an energy that is constantly guiding us to our path. And the way forward is the way of the heart. And then you bring it into balance with your brain, like rationally, that's the word. Rationally, what do we have to work with to make this happen? When is a good time to take that first step or that next step? So allow yourself to feel into the action of what you need to do next, because there is a rebalancing happening, not only in that department, but just like in the backstage of things, the energies are just rebalancing for all of us collectively. And you can see it reflected in different areas of your life because we're all navigating the same energies in different ways. But this moon is bringing that connection, that illumination, that rebalancing. And in the next couple of weeks leading to the new moon in Capricorn, you might receive some news or some inspiration, something that really illuminates the path forward. And you're going to have such a better understanding of where you're at and what you need to do next. And it's all in that energy of surrendering the overthinking, surrendering the pushing, surrendering the, I feel this, but like my rational brain is saying this other thing. Something happened with the light here. It went off. Let me see. Okay, so the light is not as great. Hold on, I'm gonna get another light. All right, I'm back. Got some light again. Okay, so you're going to have this higher perspective of like more mental clarity, more understanding, and it's going to be so balanced. All of a sudden you're going to be, oh my God, like why did I overthought that? Why did I get so much in my head about it? Like why didn't I just like take a beat and calm myself down? Like, everything is okay. Like, I can see clear now. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. All right, so I guess it's a musical reading today. That's great, actually. I think it's the first time I get like so much music. If any at all. Usually I don't. Anyway. But again, this requires strength from you to stay the course. The strength to calm. Oh my God. I'm gonna say it how it came through. The strength to calm the fuck down. Okay? You have to just calm the fuck down and allow the universe to bring forward the messages, the illumination, the imagination, the inspiration, the ideas, the thoughts, the resources, the oomph that are the light that it's going to illuminate your path forward. And you're going to just stand there with this confidence and this power and this understanding and this clear view of how to move forward. And I think this 2 weeks, especially with that this vision board card, I don't know, it kind of aligned with allowing. As you calm yourself down, as you connect to your heart, right? As you connect to your strength of just allowing. Because these two cards, duality, you know, masculine and feminine energy, and also the instincts, like the inner instincts that we have, but also the grace to just not, you know, go at it because you feel a certain way, or you're frustrated, or you're angry, right? Is the strength of overcome the mental, oh my God, I can't talk, the mental chaos that is happening, right? So when you come into balance with yourself, with your inner energy, your inner masculine, your inner feminine, and you come into balance between your instincts and your grace, and you overcome that energy within that is just consuming you in some way or another, there is that balancing coming through. All right. There is change coming. But it's coming through the detachment. You gotta detach from what you think you need to do. And you have to connect more to your heart. And you need to detach from having all the answers right away, because that's partly what's driving you crazy. You just need to release and relax and allow the messages, the inspiration, the resources, the people that are coming through with the thing that's going to give you clarity to come through, because the universe is rebalancing everything for all of us. But we need to stay balanced, and we need to overcome that mental shatter. We need to come to our center. So when this information comes through, we can see clearer. And a thing that we can do to keep ourselves busy and relax our mind, and maybe expand our mind to the point that it will relax your body, it will relax your mind, and it will keep you kind of in that energy of, what do I want? Let's figure this out. Let's stay open for receiving, is making that vision board. And amazing that is that master number 33, if that means anything for anyone. I definitely see them all the time. So yeah, it's funny. Then we got this, that boils down to a 4 about those foundations, because we're creating foundations for what's coming next for us in the new year. And this is the time to just allow it, you know? Yeah. Okay, so let's add some more tarot cards. I know you can't really see these cards in the bottom. I basically just put them there for me. Let's just take them out. But yeah. What else does Spirit want to say with us? That didn't even make sense. Spirit wants to say to us. In regard to the energy of this full moon in Gemini, we have the Lover's Justice, Page of Cups, Queen of Swords, and Strength. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Thank you so much. Okay. Three of Cups, Page of Wands, the Moon, Four of Cups, and the Fool. Wow, this perfect. Again, this connection to our hearts, it could be, you know, to our hearts of like how we want to feel in general in our lives, or in our work, or in our day-to-day, or in our home life, you know, but also how we want to feel maybe with a significant other, maybe how we want to feel with our friends. And this is a beautiful energy because these two cards is just pure love. It's pure connection with a significant other, connection with friends. That first card that we got, connection. This is the true love reading card, so they're very romantic depictions. But yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like this is all about connection to the heart. Messages from the heart, gifts that are coming, that are feeding your heart. And here it is. This is the main energy of this full moon in Gemini. Whole bunch of connection, whole bunch of love. So get excited because this is beautiful energy. And this rebalancing happening on a cosmic level is bringing that illumination forward, is bringing those invitations, those inspired ideas, those resources, those people, like whatever it is that is coming into your life, that rebalancing that is happening at a cosmic level as you continue to work on yourself, on your own balance, on your own strength of overcoming anything that is happening within yourself internally. That is just doubt, you know? It's just some sort of doubt or some sort of fear or, yeah. So allow yourself to clear that out so you can receive this rebalancing, this cosmic rebalancing that is bringing forward news, is bringing forward, we got two pages. The pages are messengers. The Page of Cups is a messenger of the heart, literally messages that are going to feed your heart, that connection to the heart. You know, and the Page of Wands is just pure energy, is movement. Yeah, it's like start that project, take that trip, you know, move your body, like whatever movement is, like whatever you needed to create, that is gonna come through. Same way here, whatever you needed to feel inspired, to feel loved or loving towards the world, and maybe kind of make you fall in love all over again, maybe with yourself, maybe with your day-to-day, your lifestyle, etc. That information is coming through. This is beautiful, energetic energy. You know, the cups and the wands is just energy around you, of movement, of connection, to love, you know, to your heart center. And again, with that Page of Cups, We got the moon, which is all about illumination, like bringing forward. And I love the moon in a moon reading, right? It's like literally just telling us that cosmically things are getting rebalanced. And through that rebalancing, we're going to receive news that will help us move forward. And then with the other reading that was telling us pretty much the same thing, where you're gonna receive some news that are going to illuminate, and we got two moons here. With this moon, you're gonna receive something that is going to feed your heart. It's going to feed that connection that is expanding. And you're going to be able to see clearer now what you have in front of you, right? What the universe is bringing forward for you. And the fact that you were strong, the fact that you stayed grounded in your energy, trying to stay balanced, trying to stay centered, to overcome any limiting beliefs inside of you that were blocking your heart and were blocking the path for you to receive whatever is coming. It's just kickstarting this fresh new beginning, like a fresh new journey. And that's so amazing and so aligned, because then again, we are ending a year, you know, and with that new moon in Capricorn at the end of December, it's very much that energy of the new year already. You know, it's a new moon, a new cycle that full moon is going to be in 2023. You know, the next new moon after that whole moon cycle is going to be in 2023. We got that vision board energy, that it's such a December, January kind of vibe, you know? Yes. So again, get excited. Get excited. I know this is a collective energy reading, so this could be so many things for so many of you. But I feel like I always love to say in a collective energy reading, as I talk, you probably know what this means for you in your life. And it could be one area, maybe a couple more. I feel like it's not usually more than 2, maybe 3. But 1 to 2 things in your life will be really aligned with this energy, so you'll know what this is about for you. Ooh, awesome. All right. This candle it's not working. All right, so now I'm gonna pick some moon cards, and that would be the end of our collective reading. Okay. All right, moon cards. What do you want to tell us at this point for the full moon in Gemini energy for the collective? Thank you so much. All right. Yep. Oh my god, these cards. It's like, yeah. Oh, well, look at that. Yep. Okay. So what were we talking about? What do you need to release? What are you overthinking? What is just adding more pressure to yourself? What is adding more stress to your days? Like, why are you overthinking this? Like, why is it so much in your head to the point that it's creating heaviness? if you're overthinking it, if it's something that you keep thinking about, it's because it matters to you, right? And that's why we're overthinking. You're like, hey, but you know, like this is important. Like, why would I not think about it? And that's completely valid. However, you're overthinking it and it's causing so much tension or stress or anxiety or doubt or fear or whatever it's causing, because you just need to bring that into your heart space instead of your head space. So when you put it in your heart space, there should be an immediate answer for you. And if not immediate, if you take the time to really, really connect it to your heart, to really move it into your heart space and allow it whatever amount of time you need for it to simmer. And this is why, you know, make that vision board. Maybe write something, listen to some music, take a walk at the beach if you live near a beach. These are things that you can do to calm the mind and connect to your heart space so you can release what's creating this tension and block in your life. Full moons are all about releasing. So a great exercise for this full moon is literally, and again, you don't have to do it on the full moon, especially it's a weekday, who knows what happens, you know, holidays, all of these things. Just allow yourself to connect to the energy of this full moon on that day or a couple of days after, or you know what, throughout these 2 weeks leading to the new moon where the energy shifts. Okay, so again, you don't have to be like, oh my god, I have to do this on the full moon. And I think like that's the energy of this full reading, is like things don't need to happen at specific moments in time. It's all aligned with your vibration and with yourself, and the best compass for the best route for your life is in connection to your heart. So allow yourself to connect to your heart through nature, through journaling, through music, through creating a vision board. Okay, to relax the mind, to clear the mind, to come into your heart space so you can release the fears, the doubts, the things that are holding you back in that vibration, so you can receive that illumination, that energy that is coming. Nothing is yet set in stone. It's not set in stone because that energy that we were talking about of rebalancing, like in the backstage of the collective energy, it's like we think we have to do everything ourselves. We think we have the entire world on our shoulders, and we don't. We are not alone. There is this beautiful light, you know, this energy that is holding us, that is protecting us, that is bringing things forward. It's bringing all these wishes, all this illumination, all this light, all these answers, all this growth, you know, in connection to your intuition and to your heart, with that like purple and pink there. You are not doing this alone. There are energies that are helping you. And the way to let the energies know that you are welcoming the help is to surrender into your heart space and say, hey, you know what? Cool, bro. Let's do that. Let's move in that direction. I'm open to receiving next steps. I'm not gonna fight it anymore, because life is not one specific rigid way, because life is the frequency of what I'm navigating, and you need to just go with it. And as you go with it, more things will come forward, more illumination will happen, more inspiration will happen, more connection will happen, more answers will come, etc., etc., etc. I've said it like a million times in a million ways, so I don't want to like just make you fall asleep. And that's when things will start to take more form. We're in a weird moment of like, if we were a giant cake, we would still be in the oven. You understand? So it's like, I don't know. The cake is not done. And how it's gonna look? Well, we have an idea, we think, but mostly we're playing it by ear, because this is like a last second party apparently. And the cake is gonna be a cake and it's gonna be decorated, but we haven't figured that part out yet. And it's fine. And it's fine because the point is that we want a cake that is decorated, and it's going to happen. So we don't have to stress about it. We can just let the cake be a cake, and then we take it out and we cool it and we decorate it. And then we just go and enjoy the freaking party with our cake. We don't have to stress about it. You don't stress about the cake cooking. The oven is cooking it for you. You don't have to like create like not, I don't know, like become the oven yourself. The oven is the universe that is cooking the cake for you. You don't have, you did your part. You did your part. Now allow the things to fall into place. You can't be stressing in front of the oven. Like it's not gonna cake fast. It's not gonna cake. It's not gonna cook faster, and it's not helping anyone. Okay, your vibration might, you know, break the oven. Just leave it alone. Go make a vision board about how are we gonna, a mood board about how we're gonna decorate this party. You know, what are we gonna do during the party? Like, how about you do that while the cake cooks? Okay, you know, write the guest list, check out the venue, listen to some music, like make that playlist. And these are legit examples of things that you can do, I feel, in this analogy of a party and the cake being cooked. Expect powerful change, you know, like we were talking about that change. There's a shift happening, a new beginning happening with that Fool card that came through. And this is about looking at the bigger picture, looking at the bigger picture. Again, that vision board. What is the big picture of what we're creating? And how we can align that to our heart, to our passion, because Sagittarius is a fire sign, to create this new beginning, to create this change. And what's beautiful about this is that we are in Sagittarius season. We just went through that new moon in Sagittarius. So basically, what they're leaking to us right here is that in 6 months' time, a lot of these things that are not yet set in stone, that we don't know what the spiral change is about, that we don't have all that information, is going to come to some sort of conclusion. And it's not saying that like you're gonna like see the next step in 6 months. Like literally, you know, the cake is gonna be already decorated at the table and the people are gonna be there already. You know what I mean? Like the party is gonna be on. And you're gonna be enjoying the party with the cake on the table already decorated. It came out way freaking better than you thought it would. If only you had more faith from the beginning. I'm sorry if I'm like rambling on. But again, like this is great energy. Honestly, guys, I feel like so upbeat with this energy. I know it's kind of frustrating because it's like we don't really know what's happening, but you can see the sequence here so perfectly, like what you need to release. It's not set in stone. And look at all these emotions. It's not set in stone because we have to settle down our overthinking mind, and we have to connect to the intuition and let ourselves flow with the universe, because the universe is cooking the cake and we already did everything we needed to do to allow these things that are going to create this change into our lives come through, so we can take the steps forward, so we can expand our life. And in 6 months' time, we're just gonna be enjoying whatever came through at this time. And that's it. That's all I have for you guys. Hopefully this made sense and you enjoyed the reading. If it resonated with you, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, maybe leave a comment, share it with a friend. Follow me on Instagram, Sparkling Carla or Delight Grade. These are all great ways to also support the channel, for it to grow, for it to, you know, connection, for us to connect to each other and make our community of Delight Grade grow. I appreciate you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye.